enough really is enough. How much money do the richest people in this country require?
I don't have to tell you, Bezos is the wealthiest guy in the world. He's worth about 180 billion, that's a B, not an M.
His personal wealth has increased by $65 billion during the pandemic alone.
Don't tell me you want to make an economic investment in my community and then you come pay me fast food wages. You don't want an economic investment. You want to use me like an indentured servant to enrich the richest man in the world.
The goal of Amazon is to get as much productivity out of us for as little compensation as possible.
We're working for the richest man in the world, and employees not get paid what they deserve.
And I'm very proud of the wages that we pay.
Amazon is trying to hide behind a fig leaf of giving $15 an hour, but that wage rate is actually below what unionized warehouses in the area are providing workers. It's also below the median wage in Alabama.
I asked my supervisor, how often do you get raises? And she said, well, you know, it pretty much taps out like where you're at.
They're starting you at 15 usually, but it's slow to move up. Is that what I'm hearing?
I asked the question in the union busting class. Can you explain to us when is the top out? He said in 3 years. Okay, we're starting at $15 now, so in 3 years we'll be making a little below $17. In 10, 20 years, you may be still making less than $17 an hour.
This country belongs to all of us, not just a handful of billionaires.
A union will give us leverage of our own.
The union is coming. We will be there.
When I, look around at the facility, the heat we work in, the corners that they cut, the lack of accountability, I understand why he's so rich.
They say to Mr. Bezos, why, when you have so much money, more money that can be spent in a million lifetimes, why are you spending millions trying to defeat an effort on the part of workers here who want nothing more than decent wages, decent benefits, decent working conditions?
And the issue of working conditions, I'm very proud of our working conditions.
We now have documents that reporters have uncovered showing that Amazon is in fact aware of drivers peeing in bottles.
These people, in the name of the convenience of shit getting dropped at our door, are being used and abused because it's peak season.
The stories of the workers there that I'd met in Bessemer at that plant were horrific.
We're being treated like we're prisoners who's there to get a job done.
Constant surveillance.
You guys have a gadget on you that follows you all around or something?
The inability to meet whatever the demands are.
When I first got there, they said that after 30 days, you'll have an opportunity to move somewhere else.
After my 30 days was up, they added another stipulation. You got to pack $300 an hour to be able to move. I don't know where that come from.
I have a lady right now who's my heart going out to right now because she's off with an injury.
If history teaches us anything, is that big money interests do not give you anything. You got to stand up and fight for it.
My knee messed up on me while I was at work, and then they sent me right back to picking.
Martin Luther King said the best anti-poverty program he knew of was the union.
What is the story about elevators? You can't use the elevators?
They got tons of elevators in here. They just don't have them for the employees.
The union can bring in to make a change when it comes to job security, your safety, welfare.
And I asked my supervisor, I was like, I cannot do this. My knee, why would y'all send me back to picking when this is what messed my knee up? And she was like, I can't help it. It's not me. She said, it's the company.
Let's win this thing. Let's make history.